Welcome to Learn English with Podcast. Today, our amazing hosts, Luca and Maria, are here to take you through another exciting episode. Luca, Maria, over to you.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We've been hearing from a lot of you lately about feeling like you're kind of stuck in a rut and wanting to, really make some changes and level up in life.
Yeah, it's a really common feeling, and it's great that so many people are looking to grow. It's important to remember, though, that personal growth isn't some exclusive club or anything like that.
Right. It's about making changes that are available to everyone.
Exactly. And in this deep dive, we're going to break down some really practical steps to help you do just that.
Awesome. So we'll be focusing on the mindset shifts and habit changes that can really get you moving on your personal growth journey.
And hey, if you're getting something out of this deep dive, please hit that like button and share it around. It really helps us keep making this stuff for you guys.
Definitely. And if you're new here, subscribing to the channel means you won't miss out on any future deep dives.
Absolutely. We appreciate the support. So let's jump right in.
Okay, so let's start with mindset, because it's really the foundation for everything else. One thing that I think trips people up is waiting for motivation to just kind of show up.
You mean like waiting for that perfect moment to get started?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But have you ever noticed that sometimes just starting something, even if you don't really feel like it, can actually make you want to keep going?
Oh, totally. It's like once you overcome that initial inertia, things start to flow.
Yeah.
And there's actually research that shows action often comes before motivation.
That's so interesting.
Right. It's like our brains are wired to reward us for taking action. So instead of waiting for that perfect moment, just start doing something small and see where it leads you.
I love that. And another important mindset shift is developing what's called a growth mindset.
Absolutely. A growth mindset is all about understanding that your abilities aren't fixed. You can always learn and grow.
So instead of seeing a setback as a failure,
Right.
you see it as an opportunity to learn.
Exactly. How do you think viewing challenges as learning experiences could change your approach to things?
I think it would make me less afraid to try new things and to push myself outside of my comfort zone.
And that's where the real growth happens, right? And then there's the idea of taking ownership of your life, becoming the main character of your own story.
Like not just letting life happen to you, but actively shaping your own path.
Exactly. Think of your life as a movie. Would you be excited to watch the story that's unfolding right now?
That's a good question.
If the answer is no, then it's time to start writing a new chapter, and those new chapters are built on new habits.
So let's talk about habit transformation, because that's where the rubber really meets the road. Upgrading your morning routine is a great place to start.
Yeah, definitely. What are some of the key elements that you think make a difference in your day?
Well, for me, the biggest thing is not looking at my phone first thing in the morning.
Ugh, I know, right? It's so tempting. But resisting that urge to check emails and social media can really set a more intentional tone for the day.
Definitely. It's about starting the day on your own terms.
Right. Even just incorporating a few minutes of movement, like stretching or going for a walk, can make a huge difference.
And taking some time to identify your top 3 priorities for the day.
Totally. What's one small change that you think our listeners could make to their morning routine to have a more focused start to their day?
I think just setting aside 5 or 10 minutes to sit quietly and reflect or meditate could be really powerful.
Absolutely. And another habit that's crucial for growth is continuous learning.
Like reading books, taking online courses, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Even just dedicating 10 or 15 minutes a day to reading or listening to something informative can add up over time.
It's about making learning a regular part of your life.
Right. How much time do you think you spend each day actively learning something new?
Probably not as much as I should.
I think that's true for a lot of people, but even small, consistent effort can lead to huge growth over time. Think about it. If you learned one new skill each month, that would be 12 new skills a year.
That's amazing. And it's not just about what you learn, but also who you surround yourself with, right?
Absolutely. Your environment and your social circle have a massive impact on your growth. Think about the people in your life who genuinely inspire you, who challenges you to be better.
It's important to limit your exposure to negativity and to surround yourself with people who are also on a growth journey.
Exactly. So now let's talk about finances, because having a healthy relationship with money is a huge part of leveling up.
Absolutely. Right. What are some of the key things people should focus on here?
Well, one important aspect is increasing your income, whether that's through developing high-income skills, negotiating a raise, or exploring side hustles.
It's about taking control of your earning potential.
Right. But it's not just about how much you earn. It's also about how you manage your money.
Like creating a budget, tracking your spending.
Exactly. Understanding where your money is going is crucial. And then investing wisely, even small amounts consistently, can lead to huge growth over time thanks to the power of compound interest.
That's why they say the best time to start investing was yesterday.
Exactly. And of course, it's also important to eliminate wasteful spending. Remember, wealth isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and grow.
That's a great point. Now let's shift gears and talk about your physical well-being. Your body is your foundation after all.
Absolutely. And it's so important to prioritize your health. What you eat, how you move, how you rest, it all plays a role.
So let's break it down. What are some of the key things people should focus on in terms of diet?
Well, eating whole nutritious foods is essential. Focus on getting plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats.
And staying hydrated is so important too.
Absolutely. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. And try to limit your intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive caffeine.
Those things can really drain your energy.
They really can. And speaking of energy, moving your body regularly is crucial for both your physical and mental health.
I love that. So what kind of movement do you recommend?
Well, strength training is great for building muscle and increasing your metabolism.
And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just a few sessions a week can make a big difference.
Exactly. And then try to incorporate some form of movement into your daily routine, whether that's walking, taking the stairs, or just stretching.
Yeah, even small things can add up. And finally, let's not forget about the importance of rest and recovery.
Oh, that's so crucial. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night and create a relaxing bedtime routine.
Like taking a warm bath, reading a book, or listening to calming music.
Exactly. And try to avoid screen time for at least an hour before bed.
The blue light from screens can really interfere with your sleep.
It really can. So now let's talk about focus and self-discipline, because in a world full of distractions, these qualities are like superpowers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how do we cultivate these superpowers?
Well, one really interesting concept is the idea of a dopamine detox.
Like a cleanse for your brain.
Exactly. It's about intentionally reducing your exposure to all the constant stimulation that we're bombarded with on a daily basis.
Like social media news notifications, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Giving your brain a break from all that noise can really help you to focus better and to be more present.
That makes sense. And another powerful tool is time blocking.
Yes, time blocking is all about scheduling specific times for focused work and eliminating distractions during those periods.
So it's about being intentional with your time and making sure that you're dedicating your energy to the most important tasks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also helpful to apply the 80-20 rule to your work.
Which means focusing on the 20% of activities that produce 80% of the results.
Exactly. And remember, self-discipline isn't about restriction. It's about giving yourself the freedom to achieve your goals.
I love that. So as we wrap up here, it's clear that leveling up isn't about some huge overnight transformation.
Right. It's about making small, consistent changes to your daily habits.
It's about the compound effect of those small actions over time.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to be patient with yourself and to focus on making progress, not perfection. It's so true. So as you think about all the areas we've discussed today, which one feels like the most impactful starting point for you?
Which area do you feel most drawn to right now?
What's one small keystone habit that you could start building that might create a ripple effect of positive change in other areas of your life?
That's your starting point for taking that next step.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this deep dive has given you some inspiration and actionable steps to start leveling up your life.
And remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all in this together.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to be the best version of yourself.
See you later.
Embarking on the path of self-improvement is akin to navigating a vast and ever-evolving landscape. It demands a compass, a map, and an unwavering spirit of adventure. The compass, in this analogy, is your set of clearly defined goals. Those guiding stars that illuminate your direction. Without them, you risk wandering aimlessly, lost in the labyrinth of daily life. Setting SMART goals, those that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, is not merely a formality. It's a fundamental act of self-authorship. It's about translating abstract aspirations into tangible milestones, crafting a roadmap that transforms dreams into realities. Imagine breaking down a grand, ambitious project into a series of smaller, more manageable tasks. Each step a victory, each completed task a surge of momentum. This meticulous approach, This deliberate act of planning allows you to chart your course with precision and clarity, ensuring that every stride takes you closer to your desired destination. The map, in our journey of self-improvement, represents the continuous acquisition of knowledge and skills. It's the unwavering commitment to lifelong learning, the realization that the world is a vast repository of wisdom waiting to be explored. To remain stagnant is to become obsolete, to surrender to the relentless march of progress. Continuous learning is not just about accumulating facts. It's about cultivating a mindset of curiosity, a thirst for understanding that fuels your intellectual growth. It's about embracing the ever-evolving landscape of your chosen field, staying abreast of the latest developments, and seeking out new perspectives. This could take the form of dedicated reading, participation in online courses, attendance at workshops, or seeking mentorship from seasoned professionals. Each interaction, each lesson learned, expands your horizons and equips you with the tools necessary to navigate the complexities of life. However, knowledge alone is insufficient. Skills, both hard and soft, are the instruments with which you shape your destiny. Hard skills, the technical proficiencies required for specific tasks, provide the foundation for your professional competence. But it is the soft skills, the interpersonal abilities that foster collaboration and communication, that truly elevate you. The ability to empathize, to lead, to negotiate, to articulate your ideas with clarity and conviction. These are the hallmarks of a well-rounded individual. Cultivating these skills requires deliberate practice, a willingness to step outside your comfort zone and engage with the world in meaningful ways. Seek feedback, embrace constructive criticism, and continuously refine your abilities. Remember, skills are not static. They are dynamic and malleable, capable of evolving with your dedication and effort. The journey of self-improvement is not solely an intellectual pursuit. It's a holistic endeavor that encompasses your physical and mental well-being. Healthy habits are the bedrock upon which you build your success. Prioritize sleep, nourish your body with wholesome food, and engage in regular exercise. These are not mere indulgences. They are essential investments in your vitality and resilience. A healthy body houses a healthy mind, and a healthy mind is better equipped to tackle the challenges that life throws your way. Furthermore, cultivate practices that promote mental clarity and emotional equilibrium. Mindfulness, meditation, and stress reduction techniques can help you navigate the turbulent waters of daily life with grace and composure. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation. Growth often lies beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. It's in the uncharted territories of new experiences, the unfamiliar landscapes of uncharted challenges. Embracing the unknown requires courage, a willingness to confront your fears and insecurities. But it is in these moments of vulnerability that you discover your true potential. Each time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand its boundaries, making it easier to venture further in the future. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, view setbacks as lessons learned, and cultivate a spirit of resilience that allows you to bounce back stronger than before. The people you surround yourself with play a pivotal role in your journey of self-improvement. Cultivate positive relationships with individuals who inspire you, who challenge you to grow, and who support your aspirations. Seek out mentors, those seasoned professionals who can offer guidance and wisdom based on their own experiences. Build strong bonds with peers, those who share your passions and ambitions, and who can provide encouragement and accountability. And never underestimate the power of family and friends, those who offer unwavering love and support, serving as your anchor in the storms of life. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose your companions wisely. Self-reflection is the mirror in which you see your true self. It's the process of introspection, of examining your thoughts, feelings, and actions with honesty and objectivity. Regularly assess your progress, identify your strengths and weaknesses, and learn from your experiences. Journaling, meditation, and mindful contemplation can facilitate this process. Self-reflection allows you to gain a deeper understanding of yourself, to identify patterns of behavior that may be hindering your growth, and to make necessary adjustments to your strategies. It's about cultivating self-awareness, the ability to recognize your own emotions and motivations, and to use that knowledge to make informed decisions. Time, that precious and finite resource, must be managed with care. Effective time management is not about cramming more tasks into your day. It's about prioritizing, delegating, and eliminating distractions. Use tools like calendars, to-do lists, and time-blocking techniques to optimize your schedule. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your goals, and focus on the activities that yield the greatest return on your investment of time. Remember, time is your most valuable asset, so use it wisely. A growth mindset is the foundation upon which you build your success. It's the belief that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed, but rather malleable and capable of growth through dedication and hard work. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. View failures as stepping stones to success, and cultivate a spirit of resilience that allows you to persevere in the face of adversity. Reframe negative thoughts, focus on effort and progress, and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Remember, your potential is limitless, and your capacity for growth is boundless. Lastly, financial literacy is an indispensable skill in today's world. Understanding how to manage your finances, how to budget, save, invest, and navigate debt is crucial for achieving financial stability and independence. It's about taking control of your financial future, making informed decisions, and building a foundation for long-term prosperity. Read books on personal finance, use budgeting apps, and seek advice from financial advisors. Remember, financial literacy is not about getting rich quick. It's about building a sustainable financial future that allows you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. In essence, leveling up yourself is a holistic and continuous process. It demands a commitment to lifelong learning, a dedication to cultivating essential skills, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It requires building healthy habits, nurturing positive relationships, and practicing self-reflection. It's about mastering time management, fostering a growth mindset, and cultivating financial literacy. It's a journey of self-discovery, a quest for personal excellence, and a commitment to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Each step you take, each lesson you learn, and each challenge you overcome brings you closer to your full potential. Embrace the journey and never stop striving to become the best version of yourself.
Thank you for watching. Your journey to better English and unstoppable confidence starts here. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep growing together. See you in the next video, champion.